It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin joined here in Indianapolis by Charles Davis. Well, CD, these Colts, they seem to be onto something a few years back. They had the NFL's leading rusher in Jonathan Taylor, but last year, a big fall, down to 4-12-1.
And they want to get back to what they had a few seasons ago, as you alluded to. Can they get Jonathan Taylor going again on the ground, get their offensive line going? And their defense certainly has to play a whole lot better than it did in 2022.
Meanwhile, for the Browns, they come off a 7-10 season a year ago. Not great, but not a total loss either. Now, you think there are building blocks in place?
They are there. Look at what they did last year. Their pass defense was number 5 in the league. Their rushing attack, 6th best in the league. They have players. They have a system. They just need to put it all together.
And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team, but he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
First play, Watson to the air. The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep for the Colts, Isaiah McKenzie. This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. On the move to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
They run once more with Taylor. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Richardson on 3rd and short. And that one too wide and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Watson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
Watson on 1st down. Throw out wide is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And Deshaun Watson, and when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson now to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. McKenzie now to return it. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt, and now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the NFL's 3rd leading rusher last year, it's Nick Chubb. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore from 13 yards out. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Second down, here's Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to the air with Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. From the shotgun, Richardson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Richardson. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. 3rd and long for Richardson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Pay still managed to improve upon his rookie year with 6 sacks despite playing in only 12 games. Let's get this guy out there for a full 17. I'm pretty sure he can deliver well more than that.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll drop to throw. He's gonna let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Play action. Now Richardson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Pierce the intended target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
Now Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Watson off play action. Going out wide, finds Chubb. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action with Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Richardson now on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Richardson looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Off play action, Richardson. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Taylor going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run. Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And he returns this to the 22. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to leave 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. To return is McKenzie. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And fighting through, he's got space. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Third and 1, Richardson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Richardson yet again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 36 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And he'll get it back within a point at 7-6. 3 points there at the end of the half, and I think you'll take that, right?
No doubt. That shaves off a little bit of lead right before the half. Kind of like my barber shaving off a little on the top.
And we're going to have a good second half. You look at the score right now. We've got a close one. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach,
this one's been all you can hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime.
For quarter number 3.
This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 35. 34-yard line. To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score, put some points on the board, and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Second down and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watson on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper as his guys are able to extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Richardson off the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Richardson, shotgun on 3rd down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Here's Watson. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back. I've got this call.
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Back to throw, Watson. Right back to Njoku. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Richardson. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Richardson working from the gun. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Watson on 1st down. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. To throw is Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. To the air yet again, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's third down. Now Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one swung outside to Strong. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Chubb try the middle here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that will keep this a 15-point game. Hard to believe that they could mount that long of a drive and come up with nothing on the scoreboard.
It can be disheartening, it can be frustrating, and can also cause some anger, because when that happens, that type of a drive, and you come up empty, you're really looking for someone to blame, and you start pointing fingers at each other.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Richardson looking to throw. Quick slant caught by Pierce.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Browns.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Powers through.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. On 1st and 10, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
From the gun, here's Watson.
That pass complete to Moore. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And he's certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Richardson to the air on first down.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Smith with is a Darius Smith type of a play, and he still looks like a Pro Bowl player. Even coming off serious offseason injury and switching teams last season, he had double-digit sacks for the 3rd time in 4 seasons.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Second down, here's Richardson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd and long for Richardson.
And that will be incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch, and what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Chubb will get the call running left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Here is 3rd and 5.
They give the Chubb out of the gun.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 98 yards rushing now for Chubb and a 1st down as well.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Now Chubb running right. There he goes, right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 38 yards on the scamper there.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now, let's go.
Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Browns have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Well, have a game, sir, why don't you? A sack earlier and an exclamation point here late in the game. And this one won by his side of the ball. They played so well, surprised he didn't get his second sack earlier.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
On third down, here's Richardson.
Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They run again on first down. Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st down, Richardson.
Fighting through pressure. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He's got his man, it's Pierce.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
There, Richardson back to throw it.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now it's Richardson.
And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and he'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
And the Browns getting set to go.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.